that I heard, or have y'all, Nicole, are you reading Build to Last, that book, that leadership book? Oh my gosh, so good. Anyways, I heard this. I was listening to the book the other day, and he was talking about, he tells a story about this kid in high school who shows up to a new school, and it's like his first day, and like this other kid sees him clearing out his locker at the end of the day, and he's like shaking and he keeps dropping stuff. And he's like, I've never really had this feeling before, but I just felt like I needed to go up and talk to him and see if he was okay and introduce myself. And he does that, and they end up like walking home together that day, and they become best friends. And this like kid who was just like the new kid, he was being bullied and all this stuff, although he didn't know that. Like they became fast friends, but this kid that he helped ended up being like the star soccer player, like he was the valedictorian. And in his speech at graduation, he starts to talk about all the people that have impacted his life, and he was talking about his friends. And he told the story that on that day, like his first day at that high school, he had left his previous school because he was being bullied so bad. And he said that that day when he got there, he was bullied again really bad, and he was like, that's it, I'm done, like I'm clearing out my locker so my parents don't have to deal with this. I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna kill myself. Like that's what his plan was. But because this person listened to what, you know, they were convicted to do, and reached out to him and went and helped him pick up his books, like he didn't go home and kill himself, and he went on to live a really great life. And all that to say, he was talking about network marketing and how we get so caught up in our own thoughts and our own feelings and what we worry about people thinking about us if we reach out to offer something, that we don't do it. And you guys, if there is any network marketing company or system out there that is offering people a lifeline, it is us. Like it is us. I tell my team all the time, we are not offering people candles to put on their coffee table, you guys. Like we are offering health and fitness and so much more than that. Like we are offering freedom from debt. We're offering so much. If people will just take what we are offering, and they're not all going to take it, and that's okay. All right. But I want you guys to think about that story every single time you sit down to do your power hour. Like I'm challenging myself to think about that story and to think about, what if I offer this woman this solution to health and fitness and it saves her life? Like it saves her life, right? And so like that is what I want to challenge you guys with as we go into this. And then we're just going to work through it. The way I do these is I literally just work through our Success Club system, daily business activity tracker. It has the longest name ever. But obviously working out and drinking your Shakeology, you guys got that. I'm sure you guys have that. Now, one of the things I want to challenge you with is, as you're posting about those things, like, and you guys probably all know this, but it's not like a Shakeology shot, right? Like I just did a story. I tried to show my Shakeology, and I've gotten really bad about this. But I try to show my Shakeology every day in my stories, right? I don't make a lot of posts about Shakeology. I might every now and then if I get a ton of objections about it. But I do want people to see that I'm drinking the drink myself, right? I actually have a post planned to actually talk about this. Like, yeah, I drink my meal, right? Because you hear that all the time. Oh, I don't want to drink my meals. I have a post planned about that. But I do want people to see in my stories every day that I drink it, because what are we going to do when we invite them to our challenge group? We're going to ask them to drink Shakeology, right? And if they've never seen you take a sip of it, never seen you do it yourself, then they're probably not going to be as likely to get on board. So that's one thing I want to challenge you guys to do, is show your shake every day in your story somehow. It can be your kid drinking it. You can talk about your plant-based superfoods, your vitamins. You don't even have to say anything about the shake, just so long as it's in a picture, right? And I didn't say anything about my shake this morning. It was more about my coffee, but people could see it. Same thing about your workouts. Like, why are you working out? It's not just a sweaty selfie anymore, you guys. Like, it's no longer just every day I post a sweaty selfie. I do every day in my stories talk about my workout. I show a couple clips of my workout, but people care a whole lot more about why you're doing it, why you're showing up, what obstacles you're overcoming, those types of things. So I'm a huge believer that our content generates conversations, and a sweaty selfie, I worked out, I did the 21-day fix, does not generate a conversation. Okay. All right. So that's my soapbox. All right. So first, we are going to initiate connections and add followers. I am a huge believer in, let's see, hold on a second. All right, I opened it up, had a message. I'm a huge believer. Like, I used STEM Social for a really long time to grow my Instagram. You don't have to do that, but I think that you have to. If you're not paying someone to help you grow your Instagram, you have got to literally block off a set amount of time every day or once a week to do that. All right. So the ways that you can find followers, and I'm focusing on Instagram. Facebook's super easy. You just add friends that they suggest, right? But on Instagram, you guys all know like how to search hashtags, right? Does that, everybody knows how to do that? Okay, so let's do that right now. Where do my hashtags come from? I generate a list of hashtags based on my brand. What is my brand? My brand is I'm a faith-filled woman. I'm a boy mom. We love to be outdoors. I love to buy shoes. I hate to go shopping. I like to do online shopping. You know, like that's kind of like just a few things that are my brand. And so let me see if I can actually, it's not going to work, you guys, but I want to show
Rachel?
you. Yeah.
Rachel, can we also do like soon, maybe after you come after the cruise, do a STEM social Zoom call?
Yeah, we can do that. Yeah,
Okay.
for sure. I had one, but I think they keep taking it down because it's not like STEM Social is not legal, is it? Is it legal?
I
Illegal?
don't know. I have no idea. But I've changed it. I've
You
put
have
more
to work it.
hashtags on it and everything.
Mhm.
And oh my gosh, this time around is not good.
You definitely have to work it every like week or two.
Mhm.
And they're really good, you guys. Like STEM Social, they have a really good support system. So like if you chat, there's a little button in the bottom of your corner of your screen. And if you chat with them, they are very, very helpful. Okay.
Oh,
So
okay.
that's how I learned most of it is I just like played with it. And then I was like, this is not working. Can you help me? And they were great.
Oh, okay.
But more than that, you mean like obviously you guys like do you guys have a set of hashtags that you use for your posts? Let me ask you that first.
Can I say something? I have some, and I'm finding mine are all very popular. I'm trying to make them more unique.
Okay.
Because every time I go in, I have all these people that are coming in that are Beachbody coaches, and they keep adding me, and I keep seeming to get out of the fit people.
Dang it. I wish I could share my screen. I hate this cord. Why does it not work? Okay, so that excites me. I'm glad you said that because I learned something recently. Oh, wait, maybe it'll work. About the Plan app. Does everybody use the Plan app? Yeah, for the most part. Okay, so hold on. It's going to work briefly, and if it does, I will share my screen. But you can, you know how you can set your hashtags in the Plan app. Do you guys know how to do that? You don't have to have the Plan app to do this. You can still, but you do need the Plan app to actually do what I'm about to show you. Dang it. There it goes. Okay. Hold on. And it's gonna go in and out on me, and I'm just sorry. It's just going to because this thing hates me. Okay. Hold on, you guys. Sorry. I'm really going to try to do this because this is so important. But when you use the Plan app, down in the bottom, you guys know where that little blue hashtag thing is? You can pull out your Plan app. Let's do this together. Because what it does is it sort of auto-populates your hashtags that you use often. If you don't put any in there, it will save what you use, okay? But what you can do is when you go to that thing, so you can see, I know you can't see my screen really, but it has kind of saved like at first it saved 3 sets of my best performing hashtags, all right? And you can put up to 30 hashtags. And the lady from Plan says do all 30. Don't do 29. 30 hashtags under every post, not in your post, under your post, all right? This is how people will find you. And so like it saved 3 sets for me. And then I went in and created a couple, but you need at least 3 different sets of hashtags because if you're using the same one under every post, Instagram flags that as like, she's just putting stuff out there, like just put it out there. She's not building conversations, connections. She's just probably trying to sell something, right? So you need different sets of hashtags. But when you go in, so you can add a set of hashtags, and like I said, 30. You're going to do 30. And I have 5 different sets. Some overlap. But when you start to type the hashtag in the bar down there, so if I put boy mom, okay, it's going to pull up. It's going to generate a bunch of different hashtags for me. It says boy mom life, boy mom with a heart, boy mom problems, but out beside the hashtag, there's a number that's going to show up in red, blue, or green. Don't ever use the red ones. Never use the red ones. That's too many people. I aim to use the blue ones, I think. I don't know. There were green ones, but I use the ones with the really low numbers. All right. So that's going to help you. And you obviously know no fitness, you could probably venture into nutrition, but I really wouldn't. Stick to things about you that are not related to health and fitness, right? So if you go camping, if you go backpacking, if you love to shop, do your favorite brands. But like, obviously, if I put in like Michael Kors, that's going to be a big one. But if it'll generate some, and this takes some time. Like, this takes some time to sit here and do it. Michael Kors bags, let's see. So like Michael Kors case, Michael Kors USA, Michael Kors handbags, those are the smaller numbers. So you're going to sit down sometime this weekend and you're going to create 3 sets of hashtags. And so every time that you post your, okay, let's see, I need to delete that. Can I delete it? Delete it. Yeah. Okay. So every time you post, you're going to go over here to your hashtag set and you're going to copy a different one and you're going to immediately post it underneath your post that you just made. And you have to do it within like 30 seconds, I think, in order for Instagram to recognize it. Alyssa, you feel like you're not very creative with what to use. Okay. So this is what I always suggest. This is what I do when I'm feeling that way. Like, cause when I sat down to make some more, I was like, I don't even know where to start, but let me share what some of mine are. So like I have like coffee mug of the day. I just wrote in coffee and it generated a bunch of different hashtags for me. And I chose some more unique ones, right? I have history teacher life because I'm a history teacher. I have this is motherhood. So instead of just mom life, this is motherhood is a much less frequently used one. Mom Life Unplugged, She Reads Truth Bible, Take Me to the Beach, let's see, Trail Life USA, that's like our Boy Scout thing. Let me go back and see some other ones. Postpartum Fitness, obviously I'm not pregnant, but that's a pretty good one. Okay, so this is one I haven't edited yet. It has too many fitness ones in it. My Honest Motherhood, United in Motherhood, I Got Saved, Nut Pods, dairy-free creamer. I wrote in Nut Pods. Bringing Up Boys. So instead of boy mom, it's a little bit more specific, bringing up boys. So I would literally just walk around your house, look at the things that you have in your home. What sets you apart? Look at the brands that you use. Look at, look at your decor style. If you put in shiplap, that's going to be a huge one. But I think I have Fixer Upper Fanatic or something in one of mine, right? So just walk around your house and write out a list of words, and then just start plugging those in and use the ones that it generates for you. It does take a little bit of time, but guys, this is going to pay off in the long run. So Matt and I have been considering homeschooling. I've been using a ton of homeschooling hashtags. I will tell you, looking at my board of people who signed up with me in the last 2 months, probably about half of them are homeschooling moms because they found me through my hashtags, right? And I just started to build that conversation. So make sure that you have those first. That's how people are going to find you. And then when you go to actually follow people, you're just going to take some of those hashtags, plug them in, and follow the people that use them that are not health and fitness coaches. So let's go do that right now. Let's go follow some people right now. Let's see. What did I say? What was one of the ones I said? Let's see. Fixer Upper Fanatic. I'm going to just type it in my search bar. Let's see. And I'm going to look for I don't want the account. I want the tags. I'm going to look at people who used the tag. Okay. So
when you go in, you go to the hashtag and then you click on it?
Mm-hmm. And
then you just find a person in there?
So I typed in Fixer Upper Fanatics and then I clicked on tags, and it's going to, and I don't want Fixer Upper Fanatic because there are 26,000 posts, but Fixer Upper Fanatics plural, there's 171 posts. Okay. So I'm going to click on that. And then it's going to show me, it's going to give me a grid of all the people that have used that hashtag. And so I'm just going to go start clicking on these posts, right? So like this girl, Kinley Oliver and Company, they visited it. She looks very normal. She's a mom. She only has like 290 followers, so I'm just going to follow her. I'm looking for smaller accounts, people that look like me, right? That girl had 53,000 followers. I'm going to stay away from her. And then some people you can tell are, and if they are just selling something, that's totally fine, right? That's totally fine. But, oh, well, that's not her. Let's see. Do you see what? Okay. But I'm just going to look through a couple of people and I'm going to see who they are, if they look like me. Mama to 6th grade girls. She looks very normal, has 900 followers. I'm going to follow her. She, yeah. So I'm just going to follow some people. And when they follow me back, that is when I'm going to start to connect with them. Because if they never follow me back, there's not much point, right? They never follow me back. There's not much point in building a relationship. So there are a lot of, obviously, decor kind of things in here. But I'm looking for real people. I'm just looking for real people. Cute. Okay. She's cute. Okay. All right. So that's it. That's all I do. And I just like grew my following by, if they follow me back, that is. Not everybody does, but that's kind of the nature of Instagram. You follow and follow back, right? That's how it works. So we can't be afraid. I have a lot of people who are like, oh, I'm afraid to reach out to these people. I'm afraid what they're going to think. I mean, it's Instagram. It's social media. That's what we're doing. Okay, so don't be afraid. You got stuff to offer. You got incurred. We're not just selling stuff on our page. We are we're adding value. Okay, so that's how I find people. All right, so did everybody do that real quick? You may want to share a hashtag that you used. You can type it in the thing.
I did Basic Blonde Mom and Summer Lover.
What'd you say, Basic Blonde Mom?
And Summer Lover.
What did those turn up?
I found a couple of moms.
That's hilarious. I gotta search that later. That's so funny. Okay, that's good though. Like, that's good. If that's you, then I mean, those are gonna be your people. Even if you find like 1 or 2 people to follow that aren't, hey Betty, that aren't already doing something, like that. That's the name of the game, guys. We're not looking for like 1,500 followers like us. We're looking for 2 or 3 every week that we can connect with and invite. Like solid connections, right? Not every week, but every day. Okay, so that's how I add followers. Now I'm going to initiate connections next. This is what we're going to do next, all right? So how do I do that? Again, content generates conversation. And I will tell you guys, like, I have moved far away from doing an invite every single day. I don't invite in my posts every single day. The bulk, again, go back to that brand. Like, who are you? Like, for me, when I plan my social media, I know that I want to share something about my faith. Like, I want to share something about mom life. I want to share something about just maybe something funny, something educational, something inspirational. I like to talk about marriage stuff too. I feel like that's kind of part of my message. And so, like, I really and truly, like, I share with my team this content calendar, like, where we do a bold call to action on Sunday nights. I might throw in a soft call to action another day, but, like, I'm putting out content that is just normal, like just about a normal life. And that's what people connect with. So I'm going to go back to a post that I made in the past couple of days. Like, I made this one about wearing a swimsuit, which, obviously that is related to my business, but it was just inspirational. Like, this is what I struggle with. And I'm just going to message some people that like that. And what I'm going to do, let me see if I can find somebody new. A guy? Oh, that's a guy. Okay. Alyssa. She looks like a teenager. Let's see. I'm going to go, all right, to Tiffany and say, okay. Just a second. Hold on. Let me find somebody. She was not a good one. And again, this is why it's really important to like really focus on finding people who are not coaches, right? Okay. This girl is a mom. She is pregnant. She's so cute. Okay. So I'm going to send her a message and just say, hey, Marissa. Let's see. Thanks so much for the love on my post about the swimsuit. I see you're about to have a, well, no, let's see. That's swimsuit. I always want to share and encourage other women. I hope it helped. And then I'm going to say something personal because I'm connecting with her, right? I'm not inviting, I'm just connecting. I see you're about to have a baby. Congrats. When is it due? Boom. That's it. Connected, said thank you, connected over something. You got to go to their page first, right? Don't just message them. Go to their page first because it's connection. And then ask them a question. Like I always end it with a question. So if she wasn't pregnant, you know, like I would have done something like, you know, I don't know. It just depends on what I'm commenting, what I see on their page. All right. So that's what I do every single day. And it wasn't salesy. Obviously I'm acknowledging that they're following me, that they're watching, that they're reading my stuff, right? And so I'm connecting over that first because I put the content out there that allows me to connect with them. And then I say something personal about them and I drop a question, okay? Because 9 times out of 10, they're going to respond to the question and keep the conversation going. So let's do that, all right? Y'all go back to your posts or your stories. This can be in your stories too. You can do this with people who are watching your stories. Hey, bud, do you need something? It's right there by the blender. All right. Are y'all doing it? Yes? Okay. Please, boy. All right. It's cute. I'm going to do the same thing with my stories now.
Mama,
What, baby? You good?
why are they all on their phone?
Because we're working.
Why do y'all do it together?
Because it's better together. And so like one thing that I see a lot of people get discouraged about is like, oh, there's so many coaches or there's so much stuff. And that's true. I know it. But you're looking for 1 or 2 people every single day, you guys. Seriously, not huge numbers. And they're there. Because I'm talking to a bunch of people that I didn't know 5 years ago, right? Like most of my challengers in the past 2 years have not come from my warm market. They've come from doing this. So trust me on this.
Mama, what can I do?
Did you read your devotion yet?
Me and Henry ready.
You did. You're nuts. Okay. And two, another thing, guys, when you're doing this is it's really important to notice that like different people watch your stories than like your posts. All right. So I do definitely like to connect with people from both. I don't know why that is, but one thing that I do like to do is I like to share my post to my stories, so that those people who are watching my stories might click on it. But there's just story watchers and there's post readers, that's the thing. So you definitely want to connect with both. All right, so I'm taking forever. It's 8:30. All right, do you guys have any questions about that?
I have a quick question.
Mm-hmm.
When you guys do your stories, do you automatically share your story from Instagram or Facebook, or do you do that separately? Because I noticed that I'm getting way more following on my Instagram stories than I am my Facebook stories. And I didn't know if that's why.
I think that they say you're not supposed to automatically do it. Like they say you should, or that was with posts. I don't know how it works with stories. Mine's not connected. So, mine's connected to my business page. So it doesn't connect to my Facebook page. I'm horrible with Facebook stories. Like I'm horrible. Because I do have to, load it again and I forget. But I think it's really normal to have fewer views on Facebook because that's not why people go to Facebook. They don't go to watch stories, but they do to Instagram. So if it saves you a step, and I think Instagram is where your growth is going to happen anyways. So I would just focus on that and copy it.
Sounds good.
And too, you can put one of your hashtags in your stories, like when you post your stories, that, right? That brings more viewers to your story. Baby, I'm working right now. Go ask Daddy, okay? All right, so let's see. Social media post that showcases the benefits of your healthy lifestyle or has a call to action. So this can be done in so many different ways, you guys. Like I've told you this, you go to my feed, you're not going to see a bunch of like fitness posts. You're not going to see a bunch. You're going to see some food stuff. You're going to see a lot more lifestyle stuff now. That's my personal opinion. Like that works for me. But you can showcase your healthy lifestyle in lots of different ways. Health can be a healthy relationship. Health can be like your quiet time with God. Health can be your food, your water, your workout. So I kind of have a theme to my posts every single week. But I do every single day in stories share my quiet time in the morning, share my workout. I share something about my team or challengers or the challenge group. And so people know who I am and what I'm about, right? So that's important to think about and just evaluate, look at your social media feed. Is it too much health and fitness? Is it too many sweaty selfies? Is it if you came to your page and didn't know you, would you stop to read your posts? That's kind of something I challenge you to do. Update Instagram, Facebook story throughout the day. About 3 minutes to create each post. Okay. So daily life, this is important. I kind of suck at this. I've got to do better at, just posting daily life clips in my stories. I always do my workout clips, just because I'm not really using those. I don't really connect with people that watch those that much, but obviously I'm a health and fitness coach. I'm inviting you to come and work out with us, right? So I usually like to share kind of a little thing before I work out, and then just do I don't really do more than 2 clips anymore of me working out because 1, I don't want to give the whole workout away, and 2, who really wants to watch me sweat for 30 minutes, right? So it's just proof. Here I am, I'm doing the workouts, I'm proof of the product, right? And so that's very simple. And a lot of people are I don't want to show a video. Well, if you don't show a video, you want to show people that you don't do this perfectly. You're not supposed to look like Autumn. We're not supposed to. We're supposed to show people that we're, just normal people trying to get healthy and fit. So guys, those video clips are really good. And it's always a good opportunity to encourage people or to share a tip right over your post as you do when you share your workout. It can be something encouraging that your trainer said, or something I had this little calendar somebody gave me a long time ago. It's I don't know what it's called, but it has these little tips. It's called Make Today Count. It's a fit desk calendar, and it has encouragement, and it has healthy tips on it. And so sometimes I'm I don't know what to say. So I just go to that and I flip over and I find a fit tip or I find an encouraging quote and I put it on the story while I'm working out. And so I do that a lot. Product use, like I said, I kind of talked about Shakeology already. Energize. Again, I got to do a better job of this, but I have a goal to share my Energize in a photo every day. It could be me talking while I scoop it into my water. It could be a picture of me doing my quiet time and I'm drinking my Energize with it. And I just definitely a couple times a week reference my go-go juice or my plant-based power or something like that, because people ask me about it. And then when I have people sign up with me, they're like, hey, I want that pre-workout drink you drink too, right? Because they've seen me drinking it. So that's important. Healthy meal or meal prep, so easy, you guys. Just snap a picture of your lunch. Talk about balanced macronutrients. Talk about, eating the rainbow, especially with Ultimate Portion Fix. Like, we've got to be focusing on nutrition in our stories. Show you using the containers. You don't have to say Ultimate Portion Fix or anything like that, but show that you're doing it. And people are going to want to do it too when you invite them. I do invite every single day to something. In my stories, I invite either to a challenge group or to the coaching opportunity. Sometimes it's not like well planned out. Sometimes it's just me talking and I invite. But I do a lot of times use Unfold or the Mojo app. I like those two for like kind of more put together invitations. And I use Canva a lot too. So you guys know how to create stories like that, like kind of more put together stories. And you can, when you make them, you can use them over and over. You can edit them a little bit in the apps or in Canva, and you can share them with your teams. Like, I definitely encourage you guys to be doing that. So what are you going to invite to today? Like, do you guys know what you're inviting to? Are you at Success Club? Do you still need to invite people to a challenge group? Like, definitely have a plan. I even make my plan every single week, and I know what days I'm inviting to what in my stories, because it doesn't leave me frazzled and it doesn't leave me unprepared. And so like I know what I'm inviting to. And then recognition and shout out. This can be like, you can screenshot your My Challenge Tracker app photo or screenshot your Facebook group and tag somebody and say, Susan showed up for her workout today. I'm shouting her out today. I'm so proud of her and these women. That's recognition. If you don't have a huge team that's hitting big goals, or if you're not recruiting a ton of people, then, you just don't overthink it. Like, recognize another coach. Like, recognize if somebody joins your challenge group this month, pop their picture in your stories and say, awesome. Alyssa joined my group this week. She's going to commit. She's committing to 30 days of faith and fitness and nutrition or something like that. You want to join us, right? But recognizing other people shows our followers that, hey, there are people joining her. It's not just her doing this. Like, she's impacting other people, and it plants that seed that I could do it too.
I didn't mean to interrupt you, but so I just started a few months ago. I'm at SC4 and I'm really pushing for SC5 this month. But most of the people that have joined me are all family, and I have one friend, but she's not participating in the challenge group. She's in there, but she's not posting anything. So, I guess I could ask her if I could do a shout out for joining our challenge group, because I'm actually in my Uplines challenge group.
Yeah. And so I would ask her for sure. But also, one of the things I like to do, Jen, is so like in my challenge group, I'll go into my challenge group and I'll record my screen. Do you know how to record your screen? Like, if you, on an iPhone, you drop down and you've got this record button. You may have to add the record button, but I hit record, and then I'll scroll on my screen, and it will record my screen as I scroll. Okay, it's recording what I'm doing. And so then I stop it, and I can actually take that recording, go over to my stories, and use it. So like, see, it will play my story right there. It'll play the video. And I can write over there, checked into my challenge group this morning. These ladies are rocking it, or something like that. And it doesn't have to just be your people that you're recognizing, but showing people the community, I think, is really huge. Does that help? Okay, cool. All right, moving on. All right, now we're going to respond to new likes, comments, and views. And so, let's see. Do you have a post that you did recently that kind of got a lot of comments? If not, that's something that you need to work on. Like, engagement. Like, every single post should offer your followers a chance to engage. I don't care if it's about your baby's blowout diaper. Ask your people a question. Give them an opportunity to engage with you. And they want to. That's what social media is, right? So let's see. People like it. I need to really start doing more like style, like clothes things, because people like to comment on clothes. Let's see, but I'm going to go back to this. this woman letting them be little. She found me because I used a hashtag, I guess, but she commented on my post I did from Sunday night. Okay, I've never seen her before. I guess she's been following me, but she commented. So I just responded to her comment. So you guys know that when people comment on your stuff, you have to respond to it in the comments because that boosts your traction and lets people see your posts more. But I've never connected with this woman. And so I'm going to send her a message. She's adorable. She has little kids. Oh my gosh, she's precious. And so I have sent her a message before, but she didn't respond. I don't even think she saw it. And I'm going to, actually what I'm going to do first is go to her page and I'm going to like and comment on some stuff. So sweet. Because if I like and I comment and then I message, she's a lot more likely to open it and read it, right? So she's really they're precious. Jamaica. Okay. So I'm going to like and comment on a couple of posts, and then I'm going to send her a direct message, and I'm going to say, hey, Katie. Hey, Katie. Just blew up your feed and wanted to say thanks for the love on my posts this week. I love your little fam and your style. Did you have fun in Jamaica? Let's see. And then I'm going to invite her too because she did comment on my coaching post. And so I'm going to say, were you interested in learning more about what I do as a coach or just sharing the love? Either way. Thanks, sister. Okay. Boom. That's it. All right. So I do that. You do want to build those relationships, especially if people are liking and commenting on your stuff. And so once they're engaging with you, it's a lot easier to be a little bit more direct. And I mean, she commented on my coaching post, right? It was a call to action post. So it was really easy to go do the same thing, connect with her over something personal, and then say, hey, thanks for the love on that coaching post. Were you interested in learning more? Because I asked people to do something, and so she commented. So it was really easy to invite her. And I do the same thing with my stories. If people are watching my stories, they're going to get a message from me. And I have the messages saved in my Instagram Messenger. And so I just copy it or I just post it to the messenger and I personalize it a little bit. And it just says, hey, thanks for watching my stories. This is my mission basically. And do you follow me for faith, fitness, family, or are you interested in the business part? And it just it's always a way, they're watching you, they're making eye contact with you. So definitely be messaging those people. Some will never respond. Some will never ever respond. And that's totally okay. I sent 10 of these yesterday and I think I had 2 people respond. All right. But it's those ones that do respond that you build that relationship with and they become your challengers. All right. Do you guys have any questions about that? You want to do it real quick? Are y'all doing it while I'm talking? Okay. I'll give you guys a few minutes to do a couple more. I'm going to do a couple more too. And then there's just those weird people. Let's see. Oh yeah, there's this one. And track. Write it all down. I'm about to do. I've been working it, but I haven't written it down. Okay.
Come on.
Okay.
I'm about to take some donuts over to Crosswind. Have you already had a shake this morning?
Yeah.
Is there training? Or the one people are training? Bring them back a donut.
Okay. Hey, I'm on a call. Okay, so
Huh?
I'm on a call.
Oh.
All right, you guys.
Can I make a shake?
Yeah, just shut this door, okay? Please. All right, where do we get to? Are y'all good? Connecting? And two, another thing, like I will say, we're moving on to inviting. Like I'm not that girl that can just say, this does not work for me. Like I know a lot of other coaches it does, coaches I respect and they're killing it. But like I can't just say, hey, you're following me. Do you want to join my boot camp? Like that does not work for me. Like I have to do the connecting part. And not just because like that works best for me, but like I don't want to be like, I could be that girl with 50,000 followers and just like invites everybody that follows me. But I really do want to build the relationship part, you know, like I want to invest in someone because I think we're not just offering, you know, a workout and a nutrition plan, but we're offering a community. And so I definitely have to build that connection first. But when you're putting out solidly value laden content, like it's really easy to connect with somebody who's watching and liking and still connect with them and say, were you interested in joining my boot camp? Because you like that post, right? If you put a post out there about a boot camp or about the coaching opportunity, it's easy to say, were you interested in learning more or joining us? If not, that's totally okay. It's that PB&J invite. Like it's the, you know, put the bread down, which means you connect and you relate to them personally or send a compliment. You invite, that's the peanut butter and jelly. And then the other piece of bread is that you kind of give them a way out. Like if not, that's totally okay. But thanks for the love either way, right? So that's genuine. And that's what people respond to. They don't receive, you guys get those messages. Hey, you're following me. Thanks. I sell such and such. Do you want to join me? Like, ugh, that makes me want to vomit, right? Okay, so let's talk about inviting to a challenge group. And again, all these things compound, okay? So that's why you have to be doing it all. You know, we can't just be posting and then inviting. We have to be connecting and inviting and following up. So now let's invite some people that maybe you have been building connections with. And that's where the tracking part is so, so important, you guys. Like if you're not keeping up with who you're building these relationships with, then you're not going to be able to go back and invite and follow up. So like I'm looking at my tracker and I have this girl, her name is Mandy Richardson. And I have been building the relationships. Let's see, Richardson. Let me find her. Okay, account. Okay, here she is. She's super cute. Okay. She lives in Ontario, so she has watched my stories and stuff. So I'm just going to send a message. All right. Yeah, we've already been talking. Okay. So I have this transition message saved in my quick replies in my stories. And it basically says, I love meeting such cool people on here. So, you know, I've already talked to her about some other stuff. So obviously I'm into health and fitness. My goal as a coach is to always empower women to take control of their health and really get excited about honoring God with their bodies. Let's see. Would you be interested in learning more about my virtual boot camp? There's so much more than fitness, so much community and making things last. And so like, it's just a simple, like, hey, we've been talking about this. Now I'm going to transition it to an invite, right? So I can go and I can mark that I invited her to my boot camp, and make a note to follow up with her. And well, I won't probably do it next week. Well, I might do it next week while I'm gone, but, I'll definitely follow up with her about that. So I have this other girl that I'm tracking, and I track in Teamsy, if you guys are wondering what I'm doing. I track in Teamsy. I have this other girl that I wrote down that I did the 3-2-1. She was a new follower. I 3-2-1'd her, which means that I liked 3 posts, I commented on 2, and I sent her a message. And so now I'm going to follow up, and I'm going to try to see what we talked about. What an odd name. Okay. Let's see. I'm going to message her. Let's see. I actually haven't connected with her one-on-one. I just commented and liked her posts. Okay. I gotta find something to connect with her over, her family, her babies. Let's see. That was so cute. Okay. Are y'all inviting? Sorry, I just got to work and I forgot. Are y'all inviting? Do you need help? I'll say too that, you know how like I used to have this message that just said, hey, thanks for following me, or hey, thanks for the love on my post. I don't get as much response, but if I start with like, hey mama, sorry I just blew up your feed, but your fam is so, so cute. And I wanted to say thanks for the follow. Okay. And then do that part where sometimes it can be hard to put myself out there, but knowing I have amazing girls like you helps so much. Do you follow me for faith, fitness, interest in the business, or just my little fam? Like if I start with, hey, Katie, thanks for following me. Like it's become such a common message for people selling something to send. Like I really try to stay away from that initial part of the conversation. Instead, I go and I connect over something that's on their feed already. Does that make sense? And I am such a geek. Like I love this part. Like I love figuring out what types of messages people respond to. And like, I really love the connecting part before I invite. Like it's just my jam.
Okay, here comes the ninja.
Okay. All right. All right. So are y'all inviting? How's it going? Are you struggling with conversations or transitions or anything? You need help? What? Mm-hmm. Melo's giving y'all the thumbs up. Okay.
My husband cannot do his shake right.
Do what?
He cannot do his shake right. So I'm amazed that your husband can.
What do you mean?
He can't do the shake right. It's really not that hard, but he can't make the shake.
Your husband or my husband?
Mine.
Oh, I thought you said my husband. I was like, what you talking about?
Oh, mine.
He doesn't like it.
No, he doesn't know how to make it.
Matt's are
Oh, no,
not
it's really
good. I
not
don't know which
hard.
ones Matt makes.
They're all the same.
Bye.
Goodbye, Mr. Daddy.
Okay, so where did we get to? So now we're following up. All right, now, so you guys have conversations out there that are still open, or like maybe they haven't responded to. I find that a lot of coaches really shy away from this part, but this is where the transaction happens. Okay. Do you have people that you've invited that have not responded, or you got to the share a cart part and they haven't responded back? Yes. Give me some examples and I'll tell you what to say. Please.
Yeah, so I had a lady who really wanted to do 21-day fix.
Mm-hmm.
I sent her the cart. She never finished it. I followed up with her. She never responded. She saw it. She never responded. Then out of the blue on Thursday, she messages me. It's like she's so hyped. She can't wait. And I'm like, I haven't talked to you in like a week. Like you haven't responded to any of my messages. And then I asked her, hey, I just saw, I can't wait for you to get started. I just checked the cart. It doesn't look like you finished, your purchase. Nothing. She saw it. She didn't respond.
Okay. So that for these people, like I always send a very direct, like, hey, this is it. Last time I'm following up for this month. But I don't say that. That's not what I say. Hold on. I say, hey girl, okay, so I know you're excited. I am too, but you got to, like, I really need you to finish your enrollment before I can add you to the boot camp. And I've been saving your spot. And if you're not ready to do this, that's totally fine. But can you let me know, because our boot camp starts Monday and I have somebody else who's interested in your spot. So just let me know today if you're going to finish your enrollment. If not, that's okay. I can follow up with you next month. Like I give that urgency that like, hey, this is it. Like you got to sign up or I'm going to let somebody else have your spot. Right.
Okay.
And she'll respond. She may say no. She may say, and sometimes too, guys, like the money's not there. Like, or usually when I say that, I say, do you have any questions or concerns? And so like that gives people an opportunity to say, I have so many people that say, yes, I went in to purchase it, but my kid got sick and we had a $300 medical bill. Right. And so that's where I get to say, oh gosh, I'm so sorry. Like that stinks. I remember those days. And just say, so you can't make it work this month or you can. And if you can't, that's totally okay. I will save you a spot in April. But here are some suggestions, like start to track your spending. Are you stopping to get fast food every day? Are you buying Diet Cokes from a vending machine? Like I had to really look at what I was spending in order to save for this. And then I found that I was actually saving later because I was just budgeting for Shakeology and my groceries. Like I planned that you can do this and this is how you're going to do it. And I encourage people to start saving for it for the next month. Right. And I have people that are like, okay, I'm putting back $20 a week and I'm going to join your next boot camp. Right. So even if she doesn't join, you've showed her it's possible and that you're going to keep working with her. Right. And, if she can't do it this month, like give her something, give her your last meal plan, and say, just start with this. And that's really, I love to do that. And she's going to,
what if she doesn't respond?
Just move on.
Move on. Don't like engage with her again. Right.
Nope. I wouldn't. Cause if she's going to do it, she'll come out of the woodwork later. Or move on. Cause you're wasting your time and your energy.
So I have somebody that Shakeology she keeps saying she wants to do it, and she's my neighbor down the street, and I haven't run into her. But she keeps coming back to me, and then she'll go quiet. And then she'll come back, and then I purposely will post like something saying about my shake, how good it is, or whatever it may be to maybe catch her eye. And she'll look at my stories, and she follows me. And then she did join a boot camp, and she was going to go with the shake with the boot camp, but she never signed up for it. And she keeps saying that she wants to and then kind of disappears. This has been the past 3 months, I think it's been going on.
Okay. So have you talked to her, talked to her for a while?
Yeah, I asked her if she had any questions. I sent her the video, one of the videos that was on YouTube about how great the shakes are. The guy, I can't think of his name, who found the shakes and all the good ingredients and why it's good for you and why it's so expensive. And I said, did you see the video? Do you have any questions? And still no response.
Okay. So I would just keep going. Honestly, I would just keep going. Because if she's watching you, like she knows you're running boot camp, she knows what's going on. And she, like I said, you guys, like I've been doing this for 5 years, and I have people that come and say, I've been watching you for 4 years, and I'm ready to do this. So, it just may not be a good time, but, you're going to keep posting, you're going to keep sharing. And so like, if she decides to do it, I'm not saying don't ever follow up with her again, but like maybe wait a couple months and say, hey, I was just planning for my next boot camp and I really was thinking about you and how you really wanted to do this, but maybe it wasn't a good time. Do you want to start with this month? Just keep her in your loop, like keep her in your follow-up. Like I track on Teamsy now, but before what I would do is I would get my planner out and I would flip over to this is March, April. I'd flip over to May and write her name down at the beginning of the month, like people that I was going to follow up with. That's how I always did it. So I wasn't missing, because I don't want people to think, oh, you're not going to buy this, so I'm not going to invest in you anymore, right? That's not what we're about. So I would just wait a little bit and let her keep marinating on it, and just invite new people. Alyssa, do you have something?
I was just gonna say, I had a girl that had joined my last challenge group, and she literally I think she posted one day, and it was the hardest thing for me because she was so wanting to be part of it and wanted to join. And then I had sent out my invites for my next group, and she, of course, was one that said she was interested, but I had to message her, and it was the first time, I had to be really hard on it and be really direct and say, I know you want this, I know you need this. Are you really ready to commit right now? Because she's got a lot of stuff going on in her family and her marriage and everything. And I totally get it. And the last thing I wanted to add was another pressure, and money was tight. I get it. So she was so honest with me, and she said, I just don't know if I can do it right now. And I just offered prayer and just said, that's okay. I'll keep you on my list. And then, I know you're going to keep following me, and, whatever I can give you. And it was really hard, you guys. That breaks my heart because I want everybody to experience what we are. And it was so hard because I know she could really benefit from it.
But also too, I think you did the right thing because you don't want to set her up for failure. If it wasn't a good time and she invested all this money and she never did anything, she's probably not going to be real excited about coming back later. And I know she appreciates your honesty with her. I would. So that's really good. And so that's where, you just keep going. You're following new people every day. You're connecting with new people every day. You're creating new opportunities every day to invite people. All right. So don't be discouraged. And two, I was thinking about this week, and I shared this in our team page about, we take it so personally, and it's not personal. Her issues going on in her life have nothing to do with you and your boot camp. All right. So we have coaches. Yes, we are investing in people emotionally, spiritually, physically, but we have to separate ourselves from the outcome. Okay. We have to separate ourselves from the outcome, because if you're living in rejection every day because people say no to you, you're going to hate this business. And this is not a business that you want to hate. It's a business you want to love, right? And so you have to separate yourself emotionally from the outcome. Your neighbor down the street, not trying Shakeology, has probably zero to do with you and all to do with her, right? But when she does join you, she's going to love it. That's what you just have to remember. And so as you're sending out these invites, you're sending out these share cards, you have to separate yourself emotionally from the outcome. And just remember that you're here to help, and you are going to help whoever comes into your tribe. And what, Nala?
Can I watch TV?
Yes, you can go watch a little TV. All right. So that's really important too. I don't bank on anyone joining my boot camp until I see the share cart is completed. All right. So you have to keep inviting every single day and following up. All right. Does anybody else have any trouble with follow-ups?
Can I just ask one more thing too? I had another situation that came up, and I was curious what you would have done. So
Okay.
I had a friend that was in the challenge group. She loved it. She was trying to get more people involved. She came to me already signed up with Beachbody. She had the Beachbody on demand, and she was doing it without the shakes. This challenge group was her first one she was in. Loved it. Mm-hmm. So then I said, the next one we're going all in. You got to get the shakes. And she said, okay. I sent her the link, and we were all set. Didn't sign up. Now we're getting close. So I reached back out to her. She ignored me. Then she sent me a message saying, I didn't get the link to your challenge group. And I said, well, are you going all in with us? You got to click on the link and order the shake so you can go all in and get the results that you're going to want to get out of these groups. Then she never spoke to me again. And I sent another follow-up, and I haven't heard from her since. And I actually have another challenge group starting. So I just reached back out. I left a voicemail, very sweet. And I said, I miss you, and I would love to have you in my new challenge group. What's going on? Just checking in to see how you're doing. And I still haven't heard back. And she's been on Facebook, but she hasn't responded to me.
Yeah. Again, don't take it personally. First of all, don't take that personally. It may just be that money's tight and she's embarrassed. It may be that, I don't know. I really don't know. I would just, I would just every now and then, like and comment on her stuff and maybe send her a message and unrelated to the group, but just say, hey, I was thinking about you. But I don't know. People are, I can't understand what people are thinking, and there may be something personal going on there too. So I would just keep loving on her. I don't know if that helps at all, but sometimes I'm just baffled by people. Cause I'm pretty direct. I'm like, nah, thanks for inviting me, but I'm not interested. Right. Cause I get asked to do something every single day, like every single day. It's crazy. All right, so let's keep going. Contribute to your challenge group, guys. Always, please promise me that you are showing up as a challenger, like as a challenger. You're logging your shake, you're logging your workout, you're checking in with your challengers. Even though I know you're posting, you're the coach, but be present with them as a challenger and definitely be adding value there every single day. Those are your people. That's the heart and soul of your business. Those are your future coaches. Those are the people ordering Shakeology. But those are the people that God has put into your tribe. Recognize achievement. So one thing, again, I've talked about recognition, like for my team and for my challengers. I'd love to do that in my stories. My challengers love it when I tag them. If I get a message from somebody that's like, hey, like I didn't drink a Diet Coke all week, I'm like, woohoo! And I'll like screenshot the message and put it in my stories and tag them or something. So there's lots of ways to recognize achievement. Do it within your challenge groups too. That's important. Respond to questions from customers and coaches, guys, like I'm sure you're doing that. And then personal development. I don't make personal development part of my action hour, part of this, like it's just non-negotiable. I love to read my personal development after my quiet time in the morning because it gives me ideas and thoughts and content. And I definitely like when I'm planning out my week, my content, I definitely do that with my personal development in hand because it helps me. But all right, that's all I have. Do you guys have any questions? It's 9:02.
Personal development. I just finished Girl Stop Apologizing. It was very, very good. Never got a chance to write anything down because I was listening to audio. What do you recommend next? I tried to listen to Story Branding. I can't find it now. He was so slow. There's no way that I can listen to him. I need somebody motivational.
Honestly, I would read Story Brand because you just told us the other night that you were having trouble with your posts. I would read Story Brand. It's it will change your business.
Okay.
Okay. But it's a really good book. Have you read this one yet?
I hated that book.
Oh my God, this book. I love this book. I love this book. Like I read it all.
I read it. I listened to it and I hated it more. I was like, I hate it.
Love it. It just really depends on what you're struggling with. But yeah, I think Story Brand, and I listen to my books, but I double pay. I pay for it on Audible and I buy the book because I can't listen to something and absorb it and then take it and do it. Like, and that's the thing, guys. Personal development, you can listen to it all day long, but if you're not taking action, it's not doing you any good. Will you please turn that down? And so like that is really, really important. So like I will listen and then I'll pause the audio and I'll pick up the book and I'll make notes and then I'll take the action. And I literally sometimes will listen for 5 minutes and I get so much content ideas or so much action-based ideas that I have to like listen for 5 minutes and then sit and work and then listen again. All right. Personal development is
that's a good idea.
Huh?
I didn't think about that. I could listen and take action on what I did. Oh.
Yeah, you have to. Otherwise, it's just totally fruitless. And trust me, I was a collector of information for years and didn't do anything. All right.
What other book do you recommend?
What other book? For what specifically? Again, it just depends on what you're struggling with.
And building the business.
Huh?
Building the business.
I know that, but like what parts was like is it like motivation? Is it content creation? Is it like leadership? Like really, really and truly be focused. 12-Week Year is a good book. Like when I'm struggling with like feeling kind of fraudy or like for me, my faith is a huge part. I have to balance this with my life. But I also have to balance this with like, there are a lot of faith-based leaders out there that say women should just be at home and be present with their families. And like, I love to work. Like I love to balance that. And I struggle with balancing work with being present with my family. Holy Hustle is a really good book. Love that book. I hate to listen to it, honestly, but sometimes I have to because I'm on the go. Let's see. The Energy Bus is a really good, quick, easy read with it'll give you tons of like content ideas, like post ideas. The Energy Bus is good. A really good, quick read for especially newer coaches is where's that book? By Sarah Robbins, How to Rock Your Network Marketing Business.
Yeah.
Really good book. Did you read
Maybe I
that,
need to
Alyssa?
read.
Did you read that a long time ago, Alyssa, or with this?
I read it a couple of years ago when I was doing my other It Works business, and it was fantastic.
Oh, I
I
gotta
would
read it
highly
again.
recommend following her. She is very inspirational.
She goes live all the time with tons of inspiration. Follow her on Facebook.
Okay.
But again, it's got to be something where you are reading it and you're doing it. Okay? Make sure that you're reading it and you're doing it. Another one that I love, very similar to Sarah Robbins, is sorry for the cuss word, but Get Over Your Damn Self by sorry, my kids just heard me say that.
The
what is
word damn?
Huh?
Damn?
No, hold on.
Oh.
Okay, Romy Neustadt. Yeah. She, I think, too, is Rodina Fields, but she really goes, it's Sarah Robbins, just like a little meatier, like a lot more. I kind of, you probably enjoy listening to her. She's funny. She's
Wait,
really,
can I see the book again?
oh yeah. That one. It's like, it's a picture of, yeah. And she's very direct. Like, she's very direct. But it's really good, too. I need to go back and listen to that one. It helps me as I lead people, too. All right. Does that help?
Yes.
Just start with one, though. Just one. That's my problem. I'm always listening to, like, 5. Hey, bud, what are you doing? Is he working? Cute guy. It's Miss Lauren's little boy. Henry has to see all the babies.
Say hi. You're unmuted. You can say hi.
Hi.
Hi, buddy.
He didn't know what to do. Oh, you're so cute. I love it. All right, you guys. Does anybody else have anything? I gotta go take a shower because I gotta get my nails done.
Picture time.
Okay. Oh yeah. Well, thank you. You're so good. I gotta take a picture.
All right, ready?
Oh, don't let me. Okay.
All right, cheese.
Okay. Sam, will you send it to me?
Yes.
Thank you, or just tag me. All right. Bye, you guys.
Bye.